Hello, everyone, and welcome to Joycast. This is the day that the Lord has made. I am rejoicing and I'm so glad in it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I heard some bad news today. I received bad news today that one of my favorite gospel artists of all time, Richard Smallwood, passed away earlier today on December 30th, 2025. And as you can see, I don't have all of my regular equipment here because I just had to pay tribute to Dr. Smallwood. He graced me on Joycast a couple of years ago by allowing me to interview him. And I was just so excited and appreciative of him taking the time to talk to me. So you can find that interview. I will set up the link so you can find it. It's actually on SoundCloud, and it's also being featured on Babby Mason Radio, and that's at babby.com, and that's BABBIE.com, her first name. And you can check it out there if you'd like. But there's so many thoughts that come to mind. Richard Smallwood was an innovator. He made music that is timeless. When I think about Richard Smallwood, I think about the very first song that I identified with him, and that song was "I Love the Lord," and it was featured on the Richard Smallwood's album entitled "The Richard Smallwood Singers" in 1982, and I love the song ever since. Actually, I heard the song before it was released on that album. I guess he showcased it at a conference, and all choir directors all over the country were actually teaching their choirs that song. And I was singing with the University City Alumni Gospel Choir, and we learned that song, and it was just so beautiful. Years later, the late great Whitney Houston recorded it, and it was featured in The Preacher's Wife soundtrack and in the film, and it's one of my most favorite songs. Whitney's version is amazing. In addition to that, he also wrote songs that were performed by Yolanda Adams, a song entitled "That Name," from her Mountain High Valley Low album. Also, Karen Clark Sheard recorded a song entitled "A Secret Place," that Richard Smallwood wrote. And it's just beautiful. And he has a very signature sound when it comes to the layering of the vocals, and his piano playing is just unmatched. So I hope that for those of you that know Richard Smallwood's music, I hope that you continue to play it and share it with everyone that you know to honor his memory. For those of you that don't know Richard Smallwood, I hope that you can get to know him through his music. We will be featuring his music on DJ HiPrayze Radio and on Musical Tapestry Radio. And that's you can find those radio stations on my website at djhighpraise.com. And that's DJHiPrayze.com. Richard Smallwood is going on to glory. He's meeting Jesus face to face to live out eternity. So God bless you, Dr. Smallwood. You will be missed. You will not be forgotten, and generations unborn. How can I forget Total Praise? Total Praise is a masterpiece that will go down in history. It's featured in films. It's featured in every church denomination, in every church in around the world, not just in the United States. So God bless you. Until next time, this is Brian N. Brooks, aka DJ High Praise. Take care of yourself and praise the Lord.
Five-time Dove Award winner, eight-time Grammy Award nominee, NAACP Image Award nominee, seven-time Stellar Award winner, Richard Smallwood was an American gospel music artist who formed the Richard Smallwood Singers in 1977 in Washington, D.C. Richard Smallwood graduated cum laude from Howard University with a dual Bachelor of Arts degree in classical vocal performance and piano, in addition to graduate work in the field of ethnomusicology. Richard Smallwood was a member of the Celestials, the first gospel group on Howard University's campus. That group was the first gospel act to appear at Switzerland's Montreux Jazz Festival. Richard Smallwood was also a founding member of Howard's first gospel choir. His recording career began in 1982 with the album The Richard Smallwood Singers. The album spent 87 weeks on Billboard's gospel chart. Its follow-up, Psalms, was nominated for a Grammy. 2 years later, the album Textures was also nominated. Textures spawned the now classic Center of My Joy, written by Richard Smallwood, along with Bill and Gloria Gaither. Smallwood won his first Grammy, along with a Dove Award for his production on the Handel's Messiah, a soulful celebration. Richard Smallwood's music has been recorded by artists such as Destiny's Child, Yolanda Adams, Karen Clark Sheard, and many more. He accompanied opera legend Leontyne Price at a White House Christmas celebration during the Reagan administration. Richard Smallwood, with his current group Vision, has recorded several successful projects for Verity Records. He finished his master's degree in divinity from Howard University in 2004 and was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame in 2006. He received an honorary doctorate of sacred music from the Richmond, Virginia Seminary in May 2006 and the Howard University Distinguished Achievement Award. Richard Smallwood transitioned into eternity on December 30, 2025. His music and ministry will be appreciated by generations unborn. He may be gone, but he will never be forgotten.